Hey guys, what's going on? You're watching Show Me Firearms, and in today's video, we've got our second installment in our two-part series in which we attempt to resurrect this Colt 1908 25 ACP pistol. Now, if you guys didn't see part one to this series, make sure you go back and watch that video before you continue on with today's video so that you know all the backstory behind this little pistol, how I acquired it, what we had to do to it to attempt to resurrect it, and ultimately why it's so significant that we're going to be attempting to live fire it on the range today. So yeah, go back and watch part one before you continue on with this video. So with that out of the way, like I said, we're going to attempt to live fire the Colt 1908 today and see if we truly brought it back to life and if it will function. So that's enough talking. Let's shut up and let's try to shoot the Colt 1908 25 ACP pistol. Okay, before we get into today's video, just wanted to give you guys a quick overview of 25 ACP. On the left here for comparison, we have a round of 9mm. That is a 115 grain projectile. That is a jacketed hollow point. On the right here, we have a round of 25 ACP. That is a full metal jacket, and it is only a 50 grain projectile. So yeah, it is a cute and tiny little caliber, and obviously definitely not a caliber I would choose any kind of defensive application. You do the math as to which one's going to be more powerful. Again, that 9mm is 115 grains. That 25 ACP is 50 grains. So yeah, you do the math and figure out which one's going to be more powerful. I'm kind of thinking the 9mm is going to be just a little more powerful than our cute and tiny 25 ACP. All right, it's a moment of truth, guys. We're going to attempt to live fire the Colt 1908. Who knows how long it's been since this gun was last fired. It could even be decades. I mean, I have no way of knowing, but it's probably been a long time since this gun has been fired. Now, before we get into it, a couple quick things I want to show you guys. This gun is so tiny. Like, look at the size of the gun compared to the size of my hand. This is a tiny little gun. Normal trigger discipline is kind of not practical, like you can see there. The tip of my finger extends past the muzzle of the gun. That's not ideal. If the gun did go off for whatever reason before I'm ready to shoot, I would not have a tip of my finger. Not ideal. Also, like I said, since it's been forever since this gun has been fired, I'm not exactly sure if it's gonna like function safely. So for that reason, I'm gonna wear a big thick leather glove, which in and of itself presents a problem because that's a tiny little trigger guard. It's gonna be hard to get my finger through that trigger guard with a glove on. So we'll make it work as best we can. So to do this as safely as possible, we do have a manual safety on this gun right here. So we will go ahead and engage our manual safety. And let me dig our magazine out of my pocket here. This magazine holds 6 rounds of 25 ACP. We've only got loaded up with 3 rounds to start with. So we're going to go ahead and pop our magazine in. All right, our magazine is in there. And then I'm going to put this thick leather glove on my hand because in case anything bad was to happen, I have a little bit of protection. All right. Again, we have our manual safety engaged. We do not have a round in the chamber. So I'm going to, because it's kind of awkward because I got this big thick leather glove on, I'm going to stick my finger through that trigger guard. As you can see, it's a little awkward. There we go. Okay, come on. Okay, my finger is through the trigger guard, and we're going to disengage our safety, point it downrange. Here we go, guys. And then I'm going to try to chamber around. Round chambered. All right, we're gonna go for it, guys. I'm going to turn my head away actually, because yeah, for reasons. Here we go. How about that? It functioned. I think we cycled around too, so I think I'm safe to go ahead and take my glove off because it didn't blow up in my face that time. So let's go ahead and try that one more time, shall we? It functioned just fine. Yes, we did it, guys. We resurrected this little piece of history, this Colt, this Colt 1908. I'm so excited I can't even talk. I don't know why I'm so excited. I mean, this is just a tiny little pocket pistol and a weak, wimpy little round, but I don't know. It's just a piece of history, guys, and I think that's why I'm excited, because we brought this Colt 1908 back from the dead, literally. Like, it was missing so many key components, and we put those pieces back in, and we brought this gun back to life. It just fired 3 rounds absolutely flawlessly. That's awesome. I'm so excited. Let's load this magazine up with all 6 rounds and give it another shot. All right, so this time we've got our magazine fully loaded with all 6 rounds of 25 ACP. I'm gonna be very surprised, guys, if I can hit that sealed target down there, because all we've got to aim with on this Colt 1908 is a little groove on the top of our slide. There is a little notch on the muzzle there, but that's it. And of course we got a tiny little barrel, about that long, so probably not gonna be the most accurate of guns if I had to guess, but we're gonna find out. Let's see what she's got. We're at about 10-15 yards here, so hopefully we can hit something. All right, definitely needs a little bit of oil because the slide does not want to go home fully when I try to chamber around, so have to keep that in mind. What do you know? I got a hit with a Colt 1908. That's awesome. All right, here we go. And we're empty. The slide does not lock back on the last round on this gun. Yep, we've got a clear chamber. So we fired all 6 rounds just fine. That's awesome, I think. So like I said, the only thing is we need a little bit of oil to make sure that slide can fly back freely. Other than that though, guys, this Colt 1908 seems to be functioning flawlessly. Let's give it another mag. What do you say? Okay, we're loaded up again with 6 rounds of 25 ACP. Let's see what the Colt 1908 has got. Nice. I'm telling you guys, my hands are so close to that muzzle, I can feel a little bit of blast like coming back and hitting me in the hand. It's not painful or anything, it's just I can feel like a little breath of air as that gas flies all around. So I try to keep my hand away from that. I'm telling you, it is so hard to hit anything. That short little barrel and basically just a groove for your sighting system. So yeah. Anyway, the Colt 1908 is officially resurrected, guys. We brought a piece of history back from the dead. I don't know. I know it's just a little Colt 1908. It's just a little 25 auto pistol, but it's still a piece of history, guys, because I think, if I remember correctly, I think they quit making these like in the 1930s. So I don't know exactly how old this particular pistol is, but it could be pretty darn old since they quit making these in the 30s. So yeah, I just think it's really cool that we were able to bring a little piece of history back to life and bring it back to a functional condition. That's awesome in my opinion. I hope you guys think the same as well. So there you have it, guys. That concludes our 2-part series on resurrecting a Colt 1908, and I am so happy to say that we were successful. We put the parts back in, and as you saw, we live fired it down on the range. Actually got a few hits on that sealed target, so that is just the icing on the cake. Thanks so much for watching Show Me Firearms, guys. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day, checking out the video, slamming that like button, hitting subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks again for watching Show Me Firearms, and until next time, show me them firearms. We'll see you next time. What a way to send off the monster mower, am I right? So much freedom!